Hey guys, it's Nick. Thanks for tuning into Long Island Wargaming, and this is the final game of Brawlers Bash for myself, and it is going to be against Dwarves. It's game versus Dwarves, and we both used the same card, and it is card number 5, Live to Fight Another Day. 500 victory points for fleeing successfully and not getting caught. Now for me, no big deal. My 23-point rat unit flees. For Dwarves, it's kind of hard to flee with any of your units because they're usually very valuable and important. So we'll see how that works out for him. So I don't know if it was just game 5 or this guy was really cool, but he was probably one of my favorite opponents. Really laid back, really fun. It was definitely a good game. For Magic, I got Warp Lightning. And then on my other engineer, I got Crack's Call, so maybe I'll Skitter Leap him. The unfortunate thing is I don't get Skitter Leap, but I do get Curse the Horn Rat, Blessed with Filth, Pestilent Breath, and Plague. So, maybe I'll plague some dwarves, or maybe I'll Dreaded 13th them, something cheesy like that, and we'll see what happens. So here's my deployment, pretty standard, nothing new. The Stormbringer are out on the right side again instead of in the middle, which is nice. I'll do some sweeping motions with them, and you'll see with the Dwarven deployment that I was really able to out-deploy him. I put all my crap down first. His hammers are all the way to the left. They're going to have to scooch around the building or enter the building, which is going to take some time. They both have Vanguard, those two units, by the way, which is kind of nasty. And the Stormbringer are going to sweep around from the right. So I did showcase his army in the video I did, but take a look at the models, but I quickly run through his list here. He has 39 Longbeards with the Stoicism rune, Quarrelers, 10 of them, Hammerers with the Astrolizer's rune and Rune of Courage. And we also have a Thane with Rune of Iron, Rune of Stone, Rune of Furnace, all that fun stuff. And he also has the Fire Ring of Thori, the Thane BSB with Astrolizer's rune and Master Rune of Grugny. So these two infantry units do have Vanguard, and we'll see how that works out. We have a Runesmith and a Runesmith. One has Spell Breaking, the other rune has Spell Breaking twice, so it can eat a spell, and then one also has Master Rune of Balance, so I believe that is Steal a Power Die. We've got a Organ Gun, an Organ Gun. They both have no runes on them. We have two Flame Cannons. We have a Grudge Thrower. We have an artillery battery of a cannon with Rune of Forging, another cannon, and then two bolt throwers. So really only one or two runes on these siege weapons, and you can see in not having a lot of runes, he has a lot of extra siege weapons. So it's a whole bunch of artillery going down. We'll see if I'm able to deal with it or not. So dwarves get +1 to go first. They literally place their 2 infantry units, all the artillery at once, and then the heroes. So it was like 4 or 5 drops. Oh yeah, the Quarrelers too. But anyway, he gets first turn. I drop the Storm Banner. Not much moving going on here. The Hammers do take advantage of the Vanguard fully, and the Hammers do just a little bit because he didn't want to get charged by the Hell Pit, so he didn't want to be on the 12-inch line. He still has to protect his war machines. But this is essentially the Dwarf movement phase. You can see some artillery dice are getting rolled, but not too many war machines were able to fire due to the Storm Banner, which was awesome. He does try to take out some Hell Pits that are blocking the Gracier. See, it took me until game 5 to protect my bell. I don't know if this is the best situation, putting a Hell Pit in front of the bell. I don't know. You figure maybe regen will save the Hell Pit, and then the Gracier won't get knocked down. But you know what? It's inevitable that the Gracier will die this game because there's so many cannons and war machines. But we'll see if I'm able to keep him alive. So we go into Skaven turn 1. Everything just kind of moves up. The Hell Pits get pretty damn close. It's good that he didn't Vanguard up or move up too much because I'm literally an inch away from him. I'm pretty sure I roll like 15 inches. It's got to be 15 inches because I didn't hit him. So everything else marches up. And the Rat Darts are going to redirect the Hammers, and they'll play redirecting the whole game with the Hammers. So he eats my spells and denies me all my magic, so what am I going to do? But the lightning cannon goes ahead and shoots and kills a bolt thrower and a cannon. The template lands on both. I rolled up either strength 8 or strength 10, and it worked out pretty well. I killed both. So Dwarven turn 2, he's got to go ahead and make this charge, get that extra strength on the charge. It's either sit there and shoot, or like Malorian did in the one game, fire each Hell Pit one at a time. This way, you're not getting charged by both. And over here we'll play the redirecting game with the Hammers all day long. The Hammer unit does look pretty cool with those hammers on top of bears. Those cool unit fillers. So if one help hits in combat, it's only fair that one dies. So the help hit goes in and smashes, it looks like 9 guys. I end up taking 4 wounds, which is nasty. One of his heroes takes a wound, so it's a good start. And the giant rats here in combat die, and we overrun into the slaves, which should be a good handful of turns for this to grind to happen. So I'm within the 18 inches of the bell, so I'm leadership 10. So good timing with the storm banner. I got 2 dwarven turns out of it, and then it stops working on my turn, so I get to shoot freely. The gutter runners show up, so they'll start poison slinging some war machines. And here comes the Doom Wheel. So the issue with the Doom Wheel is he kind of wanted the Quarrelers to be the unit that flee, but you can't flee from random moves, so it's going to be rough if he can't flee and get those 500 victory points, because he can't really flee with a war machine, and he's not going to flee with his longbeards or hammers, so we'll see what he does. Here's the rest of my movement. Soak it all in. Storm Vermin are making their way around to sweep either the Longbeards or the War Machines. I'm feeling pretty good this game. The Gracier's still alive and it's turn 2, so, you know, things are looking up for me. But we'll see. I have no pictures of magic, so I'm just assuming nothing good happened. The Doom Wheel goes ahead and misfires its shot. I did roll my leadership test to not shoot because I don't care about killing 3 crossbowmen. Like, come on. But he rolls with misfire and he runs sideways and does not hit the Quarrelers, which means he just has a free charge on me. Like, if I rolled a little bit higher and hit the War Machine, I would have been happy because then I just would have ping-ponged all the way around those War Machines to the end of the game. But nope, free flank charge on a Doom Wheel. There you go. Slaves in combat, so I could shoot into these hammerers. Warp Lightning Cannon goes ahead and kills a bear, which I think is 6 guys, plus 3 more, so 9 guys. And the Gutter Runners poison sling the organ gun off the back of the field. So I'm feeling pretty good this game. I'm feeling good. So here the help hit dies, but not after killing like half of the unit, so I'm happy with that. And here's just a close-up shot, bottom right, that's the Dwarven Lord with his Bugman Brew. So he's killing some slaves. And some slaves are killing some hammerers back. No, not really. The slaves are grinded down by 15. And I direct a few attacks with the lore. It's not really worth it, but there are extra victory points in this scenario for killing your opponent's general. Dwarven turn 3. Charge is made onto the Warpfire Thrower, which is quite interesting. I did make him aware of the counter shoot, and he didn't care. I thought into the giant rats, into the storm vermin might have been better, but then again, flank charge from the slaves and the doom wheel crush in. But nope, he goes for this, which is pretty interesting. And I kill a few in the counter charge, and he gets me. I think a war machine decides to blow up here, and you can also see the doors here on the right have charged the doom wheel. Flame cannon hits my bell unit. My BSP fails to look out, sure, sir. 3's to wound, D3 multiple wounds, he's dead. So, oh well. I wasn't afraid of the dwarves until I remembered that these guys have great weapons. So on the charge, they're strength 6. They bring the doom wheel down quite quickly. Warpfire Thrower is slain, and these guys overrun into the front of the slaves, so they're in an interesting position. These are one of those things that like you wouldn't do in a regular game, but in a Brawlers Bash game, you just gotta go for it and just go collect points and kill shit. So I've got like 10 Longbeards just chilling in the middle of my army, so this should be pretty easy to scoop up. The dwarves still grinding down on the slaves. And then into Skaven turn 3, blurry picture, but you can see I flank charged the Longbeards. It looks like there's a few more Longbeards than I alluded to. It looks like there might be about 15 still in there. The Storm Vermin issue a charge onto the Quarrelers, and they run, so he finally gets his flee, his 500 points for flee, but now I false charge and not get anything. And I've got some rat darts still chewing around. The rat dart on top of the forest is running, and those are my fleeing rats for my 500 victory points. These guys, I believe they just move up, and they're just going to continue to poison sling stuff. So I plague the hammer unit, kill a few there, kill a few slaves, and then I pestilent breath into the combat with the Longbeards, and my Greysteer is still alive. So I guess at this point, combat is the safest place for him. So we'll see if his heroes decide to wreck me or not. And another lightning cannon into here, kill a few guys. Looks like the gutter runners might have gotten hit by a grape shot or something, but a few of them died and they turn and run. And here in this combat, between the impact hits, the Bonebreaker Lord, I'm able to kill everybody except the Runesmith and the BSB. In which case this will be a little bit of a grind on those two because they've got good armor saves and ward saves and their toughness, 5 on the BSB, so it's a pain in the ass. These guys finally reform after killing all the slaves. And after having a small dwarf turn 4, sneaking them, we're back to Skaven turn 4, so I've got to chaff these guys up with the giant rats. I march up the storm vermin, they're like full strength, and then I also rally the gutter runners.
But it's bullshit that only the Skaven get to do this.
And Anthony's got that right. So some Skaven cheese comes out. The Bell decides to roll up Deafening Peals, which kills 4 war machines, yielding me 500 victory points and 1 little ring of the bell. So D3 wounds to all things tough to 7 or higher. I did not kill the Bolt Thrower, but it's the only war machine left, so I'm pretty sure the Storm Vermin and the Gutter Runners can go take it down. So Dwarven turn 5, we go ahead and charge the Giant Rats here. But that's all he can do. So he kills the giant rats, and the combat with the 2 heroes keep going because the dwarf heroes are impossible to kill. And my Bonebreaker Lord is out of combat, and there's an engineer in his way, so he can't bounce in. But anyway, in my turn 5, I issue 2 charges on the Bolt Thrower, but miss it. So I just stumble forward, but now I'm definitely going to be in range for one of those 2 units to go and kill it. It's got 1 wound left. There's 1 crewman sitting there, so it should be pretty easy. And here's just the battlefield. We've got hammers, and that's it. We've got the BSB fighting the slaves and the Bell unit. The Bell, I finally am able to reform it and get it so that my Bonebreaker is in combat. It was a little messy over there. I probably could have done a better job reforming and shifting and making it so I can fight with the right heroes. But the Runesmith's dead. It's just the BSB left. And yeah. Oh, and my lightning cannon actually shot down the Lord. He failed his lookout, sir, and I got a handful of victory points for that. But yeah, so that was unpredictable. I was very surprised that happened. So in Dwarf turn 6, the last hurrah, we got to go avenge our fallen leader's death. So they go and charge the lightning cannon. They succeed, and they turn and face the Bell unit, but that's it. I'm not going to ever really charge them. And it's still a grind. I've got so many models in base contact with this BSB, but he is stubborn and just hard to kill. So it's taking forever. So I charge and kill the Bolt Thrower, easy peasy. And then we're still fighting this freaking rune, the Thane, BSB. I actually don't finish killing him. I don't. I believe at this point he's in a challenge with the Lord Bonebreaker. He's got 1 wound on him, and with all my attacks, it's like 10 strength 5 attacks from that whole model. I can't kill him. I don't get it. I know dwarf heroes are tough to kill, but man, that one's a rough one. He has the Master Rune of Grugny, which gives him to 4 up ward save in addition to the missile weapon aura effect to units surrounding him. But so essentially, this is how the game kind of ends out in Skaven turn 6. The one thing that I forgot to do, or I thought about doing, but I didn't know if it was worth it or whatever, I still have the Doom Rocket. And I'm pretty sure I can shoot it out of combat because it's not a regular missile weapon, so I could have just shot it backwards and killed a bunch of hammers. I might have caused a panic test. They're still leadership 9. If they fled, I would have gotten full points for them because they were fleeing. But, I mean, I wasn't going to kill the unit outright because I could land the template directly on it, but there's still a lot of hammers in there, so it was unlikely. But causing a panic test and making them flee, that would have been great because then the only thing left on the battlefield would have been half of the BSB. So, but yeah, let's look at the points. So my opponent got 1,200 victory points on me. He got 100 points for killing my BSB with the flame cannon. He got 500 points for fleeing successfully with the Quarrelers. And he has 250 points for his BSB still being alive. The fact that he had that BSB still alive at the end gained him 250 victory points. And then he got 200 points for each enemy character slain, and he got nothing for slaying in a challenge. So he walks away with 2,200 points. I get 2,100 points from victory points alone, 100 points for killing the general. I did not capture his BSB, which sucks because he was so close to me. I could kill him so easily. Um, I got 50 points in banners, 50 points from characters killed in a challenge because I killed his runesmith in a challenge. I got my 500 points from fleeing. I got 250 points from captured more standards than your opponent. Yep. Your BSB still alive. No, I did not get the 250 points from him because he got shot out of the back rank. I got 200 points for killing enemy characters, and then an additional 100 for killing them in a challenge. So I walk away with 3358, so 3,358 points, which was awesome. Nice little scoop at the end there. So I think the fact that I got so many points was because of the bell. I know that my gutter runners and Stormvermin would have slowly gotten through the war machines, but if they didn't, and they were stubborn, or for some reason I didn't kill all the dwarves or all that bullshit, the bell scooped up a lot of victory points for me there. So, one other thing that I was thinking about that maybe you guys could weigh in on, I committed the Stormvermin to like tracking down war machines. Should I have like swift reformed them to finish killing the Longbeard and the heroes? Like, I couldn't have realized, like, I couldn't have predicted the fact that that BSB was going to live forever, being stubborn, and it wouldn't have paid off getting the Stormvermin in there. Because the hero would have been attacking him in the challenge and everything, but like, I just feel like I should have done something better with them, but I don't know. Either way, victory for the Skaven. Hope you guys enjoyed this game, and as soon as I can, I'll post some sort of recap.